Welcome to Turning Moments into Movements, where each week we explore simple but powerful wellbeing tips to help you live a balanced and fulfilling life. My name's Leanne Ross, your host and the founder and coach of my business, Happyluia, and I will be taking you through today's 15 minutes of insight and inspiration. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to this week's episode. This week's episode is going to be really fun because it is released on April Fool's Day, the 1st of April. So I wanted to do an episode all about the benefits of laughter because I knew how powerful laughter really was, but I wanted to do a bit of research for this episode so I could cover some of the kind of more refined details on the power of laughter. So we are going to be talking about 3 specific topics, almost subtopics, and then we'll have aspects within the topics to talk about as well. So I'm really, really excited to do this episode and just have fun today, have some laughter, put on a comedy. I know some people aren't a fan of pranks. I'm kind of on the fence with them. If they're funny, then fine. I don't really like the harsh pranks that you see online. But yeah, just have some fun for today. As I say, put on a comedy, listen to something that you know is just really lightening up. Spend time with people that make you laugh, and yeah, just really embrace today as a day of laughter. So, what I'm going to be covering is the power of laughter in relation to your physical health, your mental and emotional health, and also your social life as well. So I'm going to dive into the physical aspect. This is the part I wanted to research a little bit more. I obviously support well-being, but physical is things I kind of touch on, but not diving specifically in sort of further detail. It's more around kind of mindset, you know, the emotional, the well-being aspects that I cover. So, and I love these. Really, really interesting. It's really actually empowered me to laugh just a little bit more when I read all of the benefits that come from it. So the first one, and I find this fascinating, is laughter actually boosts your immune system. And the reason why it does that is it increases immune cells and antibodies. And you know, it's all sort of in relation to like more oxygen coming in because you're gasping more. I didn't really go into all the science. I just kept it super basic because I'm not a scientist. You know, I probably should do a bit of a disclaimer that, you know, I found this information online, especially around the physical aspects, so don't take it as medical advice. But yeah, I just find that so fascinating that laughter literally heals you. I just really found that as like one of my favourite top tips when I was looking into kind of the power and the benefits of laughter. It also increases antibodies as well when we're just looking at the immunity. For heart health, it increases blood flow. Research has suggested that over time blood pressure is also lowered with laughter, sort of regularly laughing. And it also is a pain relief because laughter releases endorphins, which is actually a natural painkiller within the body. So I just loved these facts. I thought they were so fascinating. And as I say, full disclaimer, I'm not a medical expert, so don't take this as any type of medical advice. So if you're on painkillers prescribed by your practitioner, don't be like, well, Leanne from Happyluia Coaching said that if I just laugh, then I can, you know, do all this stuff. It could well be, but I'm not trained to give that advice. So just a quick disclaimer there to cover myself. So that's all about the physical aspect. Looking at the mental and emotional. So it reduces stress. And I love this. So laughter lowers cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone that's released in our body when we're exposed to experiences or people or events that increase our stress levels. So the more stress that we're subject to, the higher the cortisol levels will be in our body. But laughter reduces that, which I just absolutely love. Like, what a powerful way to engage in stress management is just to sit and laugh. It also enhances mood, and kind of going a little bit woo-woo here. If we are functioning, if we're functioning at lower levels of energy, so if we're feeling maybe frustrated, angry, negative, when you look at the vibrational emotional frequency, there's a measuring chart if you're interested in all that kind of stuff. So looking at emotions. So if you're functioning at kind of a lower end, feeling negative, feeling quite spiteful and angry, the chart would dictate that you're sort of at a lower energy frequency level. Whilst if you're at the higher end, so in joy and you're laughing and you're feeling happy and you're feeling, just feeling really good, science tracks that your energy within your body is at a higher vibrational frequency, which is really amazing because that will do so much things to your life. It will really, increase so much different things. If you're wanting to know more about this, make sure you check out my law of attraction episode. But it's in a nutshell, if you feel positive, you will bring more positive things into your life. So there's a double benefit there, around kind of really enhancing your mood, but also enhancing the possibilities in your life. Like, how exciting is that? It also improves sleep. So I'm going to get a little bit graphic here, but have you ever been at a point where you've been laughing so much, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna like literally pee myself, I need to run to the toilet. That happens because laughter is sort of a muscle relaxant. It kind of causes us to relax. You'll sometimes see people kind of crippling over or like not being able to walk. That's kind of what's happening there. It causes our muscles to just relax. So if we are laughing a lot, it can really help us to increase and improve our sleep because we're in that relaxed state, which I really love as well. The third one is all about social. So laughter increases bonds and positive relationships. There's a lot of research around that. It also improves communication, which I really appreciate as well. So when you think of it, when you're laughing, you generally will have eye contact, like good eye contact with the person that you're laughing with. You will feel really relaxed. Your body language will reflect that. Your body language will probably be quite open. There's so much stats around the power of body language, but there's one stat that suggests that 20% of our communication is verbal and 80% is body language, which just blows my mind. If I'm being really cynical, I don't know if I totally buy into that stat, but yeah, it's a stat that's out there. So the power of body language is so important. So, when you are with someone and, having that positive body language, having good eye contact, it's really going to enhance your interactions with that person as well. And then it also has that reintegration when we're looking at memory recall. So if you think of a time where you were laughing your head off, it's probably going to come to you a little bit quicker than if I said to you, okay, what were you doing on the 21st of July last year? You're going to sort of have that immediate recall of like, oh, I remember that so well because it's just a really fond memory. And I don't know if anyone listening has seen Inside Out, the Disney movie. But it's like that core memory. So it basically talks about those like really prominent memories that are formed in our brain because of specific incidents and experiences and people that we were with. And laughter really prompts that because it just helps us to kind of reminisce and put ourselves back into a place where we felt really good about ourselves. So I really love that. I really think it's so powerful. And yeah, it's just, when I think about laughter, there's been times where I've had a really difficult day and I've, just felt really negative and really stagnant and just in a really crap mood. And then see if I put on a comedian, or if I watch something just funny and lighthearted, it really can change your whole mood. It can change your way of thinking. It can change your mindset. It can change, your body. We've literally just covered that it can affect your physical body. And this is something that's really helped me through sort of darker times when things have just felt really difficult. There's been times even in my business where I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why is this not working? Or like, I feel like I'm getting like a little bit moody. I need to take a break. And I really love to make sure that when I'm on my break, I like to be reflective around what I do. And sometimes it is putting on my favourite comedian or listening to a podcast that, just makes me laugh. And you can see the difference. It will really help to shift your mood, shift your mindset. It can also spark creativity because you genuinely feel a little bit more relaxed. Your brain feels more relaxed, your mind. So honestly, laughter is the best medicine. This is probably where this quote came from because there is literally so much benefits. Like, I was blown away when I was researching all of the positives around laughter. So yay! So that is the end of the episode. Please, and I just feel like really good today because I've been researching laughter, and it's inspired me to laugh more today. So I'm going to go and do that after this. I'm going to go and put on, a podcast or something like that. So yeah, it's definitely something that I'm really excited to hear how everyone gets on, and get in touch. Let me know. I'm so nosy. I love keeping in touch with everyone. So let me know what you do to increase laughter in your life today. Whether it is, I keep focusing on comedians, but just because that's their job, but whether it is listening to someone that you find really funny, whether it's going and meeting someone who just makes you laugh, whether it's doing something like laughter yoga. I tried that once and it was really, really cool. I've got a good contact actually of someone who does laughter yoga. So if you want that, give me a shout. But yeah, like, get in touch. Let me know what you do to just increase laughter in your life today. I'm so excited to hear about how you get on, and let me know how you feel afterwards as well. If there's any benefits that you feel you have experienced that I've maybe not spoken about today. So yeah, definitely get in touch and let me know how you get on. Thank you as always for taking time to tune in to Turning Moments into Movements. Make sure that you check out my show notes as well. I have so many amazing courses there. I have self-study courses. I have a monthly membership that is literally called Turning Moments into Movements. We have an amazing group of people there. where we kind of cover different topics and we have a conversation. It's super informal. The people in the group are just literally some of my most favourite people in the world. They're just amazing. So yeah, if you're interested in joining the community, give me a shout. Check out the resources. And yeah, I would love to connect, and I would love to just hear how you found this episode. And yeah, as I say, let me know how you get on with your laughter project, as it were. Thank you, as always, for listening, and I can't wait to speak to you all next week. Take care. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Turning Moments into Movements. Why not check out coaching opportunities with me so you can really begin to enhance your moments into huge movements and begin to live the life you never thought possible? Details are in the show notes. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, leave a review and share this episode. Remember to also follow me on social media platforms through my handle Happyluia, where you will receive additional daily content. And finally, make sure you join us next week for more tips on how you can turn your small moments into life-changing movements.